Okay. Or the thing me and my friends do every year, Justin. And next year, I want you to join us. So
All
it'll be in
right.
April next year. Just
Paintball?
what?
You said paintball?
No, it's this is gonna be in April next year. I don't
Oh,
know where you got
April.
paintball from. Uh,
April, paintball, April. I don't know. It sounds similar.
yeah, April paintball sounds exactly like. Yes, you're correct. Now, when I say what it is, you're gonna be like, no, just give me a second. I want you to come and watch. It's on a Thursday night. I want you to watch the first night of the NFL draft with us.
No.
Hold on. I know you're not into football. Half
I'm
the
not.
people who watch this with us are not into football. This is why you'll like it. It's the reason why Jessica Hopper likes it, and a bunch of other people come and do it with us. Because it's the first night of the draft, there are players that are getting drafted who are there, and they dress
Mhm.
up for it. So we pretty much have a fashion like police night where we judge
Okay.
between 1 to 5 stars what they're wearing. I'm not joking. It's very important. This year, no one went crazy, which made me sad. Most year, you get a couple guys. They're like, Why the fuck would you wear that?" Which didn't happen this year. But
Okay.
there were some things that, like, I remember this one suit was like gorgeous, and I was like, "Dude, that's a great suit. Dark blue looks great." And then it pulled away, and he's wearing white tennis shoes, and I was like,
Hey,
"Dark
actually,
suit."
that's kind of that. No, that can be
I know
sharp.
that. No, I don't give a shit what people say. That's a terrible idea. Black and dark blue suits with white tennis shoes, like stark white. No,
Works.
it does not. It clashes like a motherfucker. It just sticks.
Okay, okay. White Converse can work. I think white Converse
But
with a
Converse is different from like a regular sneaker. You know what I
fair,
mean?
fair. All
It
right.
has the classic look to it. So I'm with you a little bit with that. But also the thing I like in Converse is not the pure whites, but like the color with the white sole and shit. Like the
True.
black and the blues and greens. Those are great. That's what I'm saying. Like if they had picked color tennis shoes that like looked good, matched, I don't know, it just looks shit to me. And most of them are wearing like, is it popular now to have lower than ankle socks, like not even past the ankle? Why is that
Yeah.
popular?
Hey, are you talking about just like the hidden
The
socks?
ones that look like they don't even like you're not even wearing socks.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
looks terrible.
That way,
It
yeah.
looks like you just have stinky feet.
No. You have the low cut ankle socks, and then and that way you show a little bit of ankle. Like if you're wearing a suit, you show just like
This
about an
ain't the
inch.
1700s. I'm not looking at your ankle.
That shit looks fly, dude. That shit looks dope.
It looks like you're not wearing socks, and so it looks like you just have stinky, sweaty feet on.
No, that
Like,
means
have you
you're
ever
like
smelled the
the
feet of someone
casual.
who didn't wear socks? It's nasty. It smells like rotten cheese.
It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. When you got
It's
that.
a thing that Caleb don't like, and he voted down. He gave you like half a star down every time he saw that shit.
Oh,
'Cause that's,
I would have voted for that man.
will you do that with us next year? It's a Thursday night, which I know it's in San Antonio, but John
Ah,
Hopper usually cooks
I'll figure
food.
it out.
It's delicious. It's fun. We had like ribs, I think, this year. Did we?
Okay,
Something like
okay.
that. No, lasagna. He made homemade lasagna this year.
Mm,
It's a lot of fun. Please come next year.
I'm down.
We'll have a good time together.
I'm down. I'm down.
Awesome.
Do some NFL stuff.
Welcome to Sake&Sumo, everybody.
Welcome,
Caleb, Justin.
Justin.
Justin's
And
already drunk.
yeah, I went
Caleb's
out
not drinking tonight.
in very Texas fashion. I went out country. I went two stepping over at this place called Sagewood, and I'm a huge fan of two stepping,
Oh, me
and
too.
I've been getting good at it, and it's been a fun little secret pastime of mine, and yeah, so I don't know, it's been nice. I get to dress. Actually, I actually just wore the Dark Circle T-shirt, but I wore my cowboy boots and my jeans and.
I need to come back up on Wednesday so we can go see Cade at my
Yeah,
buddy's place on
yeah.
Wednesday nights. That'd be fun again.
Show you my two step moves.
Hell yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
before we get started today, I have some sad news.
Oh
Caleb
no.
is super broke. You're probably wondering
Oh.
why I'm bringing this up. This might be. I'm hoping to maintain funds long enough to do another one, but this might be the last episode of Sake and Sumo,
Just for a little while.
just for a
It's
while.
just
Hopefully,
a little while.
maybe through the summer. Maybe I don't know. Uh,
We'll work life out.
it cost me about $50 a month to do this for all the stuff that I pay for monthly to get this stuff done, and ugh, it's bad right now. However,
No.
on the happy side, Breakfast in a Box Show will still happen. That's luckily, even though we used to hate that it was happening on a different channel through fuck ups that happened a year ago. Right now, it's a good thing. So it's going to be on another channel. So it's going to be
And
on for a
you
while.
guys, who knows? Sake and Sumo might not happen if I don't have a base to watch the fucking tournament. So that
Oh,
might
that's true. That's getting harder and harder. They are getting really
yeah.
hard up on that shit for
We
some reason.
might just have a sad, lonely summer.
Which pisses
And
me off because we don't even have an option to watch it day of. Like we don't have an option, guys. In South Texas, there's no options. The best we can do is NHK, which is like a day, sometimes 2 days later, and it's a highlight. Like
yeah, it doesn't show all the matches. It's
it
just highlight
sucks.
reels, and then it's the guy. My name is Mori from what's it called? Su- Mori from Sumo Primetime.
Like, does it say some more primetime stuff? Because I know Hero does the primetime stuff on
Oh,
YouTube.
Hero says it. Sorry.
Hero does it, but Murray's the guy who does, yeah, a lot of the. He's the one the English accent that's fucking
Oh yes,
that
yes,
does
yes.
the same thing. But yeah, see, like, so we'll
We'll see. We'll
may
see what
change up for a little
happens.
bit.
I
Stick with
wish
us.
they
I'll try to
shout
post
out
stuff
to
about us on fucking Instagram and shit to keep us going.
yeah.
Maybe do some reels and shit. It's just that
Yeah.
this won't be happening again for a while, probably, until I can get my life back in a little bit order. Anyway,
Life things.
life things. Anyway, let's, after all that bullshit,
Let's talk about Jurio.
Cheerio.
All right, we're starting down at the bottom, but not at the bottom of Jurio. We're gonna briefly go over the top part of Jurio because pretty much from my gosh, I'm sorry, from Jurio 1 all the way to Jurio 3, these are all old school guys. These are all guys who have been in the top level. You got Dayamami, Myogiryu, Bushozan, Daishoho, Chiyoshoma, and Indo. All of them, all of them have been in the top level. Indo, I feel like he's just holding on for dear life. Dude is one of the few people that are lucky enough to have what do you call it, elder stock, which is a
Ooh.
whole weird thing, but in order for, like, think of elder stock like stocks and bond, like, you have retire, I don't know, I guess you can call it retirement.
Sort of.
Retirement. Yeah.
You're in the JSA after you
Yes.
leave.
And so he's been holding on to elder stock for a long time, which is fucked up because guys like Hakuho or a couple other people just couldn't. They fought really hard to get him elder stock, and how you get elder stock is a little gray area ish, which a lot of the JSAs, but
It
yeah.
gets into a long thing that we're gonna get into tonight. Trust us, we'll talk about it some. If you want to go into a deep conversation about it, we will.
Mhm.
But there's people out there who already have. I believe Sumo Kaboom has done it. There's a good one on Sumo Stew, which I really like.
Oh,
There's some stuff you can see on YouTube and stuff and other podcasts that have gone. But if you want us to talk about it, we can. But it's a lot to go into.
it's
So
a
yeah,
lot.
he has it. He's 33. It's about that time that people drop.
Yeah, and I mean, he's looking like he wants to retire. Like dude is set. He's just not looking like the Endo that we knew, and he's just like, just give me my retirement money, like, kind of thing. So I don't know. Maybe he's just holding on. Those who have elder stock, as long as you're still active, you like certain money that, like, from each match that you win also feeds into that retirement fund. So
I thought
if
that
I
was
was
with
him,
all of them anyway.
yeah,
You're wrong, but I think
he's
you
just
get
gonna
more though if you're JSA. It's different, but he also may not hold on to it because I know Konishiki sold his not long after he retired. He just
uh,
sold it because he
I
was
have a feeling Indo wants his. I think he wants his. It'd
probably.
be I mean it'd be cool if he sold it to someone more,
I
you
can't
know.
say people are more. He's been in the top division for
Been
like.
around. He's been around. Yeah, yeah.
I
I'm
think
not.
these people are never. And when you have high expectations for someone, they don't meet them. It's just people are not. They don't think their mental mentality goes down. If you're a first round draft pick in a sport, but you did pretty good, people are upset. They wouldn't be upset if you were third or fourth round if you did the same had same career, but and
That's
that
fair.
was Indo. Indo was so popular
Yeah.
that he kept his name when he got into the sumo. That's how popular he was. And this, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? He didn't make it to the Ozeki. He didn't make it to Yokozuna like everybody thought he would. He still had
But
a
he,
pretty damn good career.
yeah, that's true.
Anyway, my pick in the Jurio for this next division is gonna be Wakata Kage. I think
Waka flocka.
I think he's gonna put it together. His knees. He's been trying to figure out his knees.
Haven't
After
we all?
yeah. Well, this is his first go at like going, hey, my knees aren't indestructible.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So he's been working on that. He won the whole thing in the third division. He's had a couple tries here, right? One or two? This is his third. I can't remember if this is second or third go. But the point is, I think he's going to take it and be in the top division next time. That is my call on that.
I hope so. He does not belong. He does not belong down there, and Hakuoho doesn't belong down there either. Which Hakuoho didn't have as great a showing as we thought he would. We thought he'd be a blowout and go up at the top, but you had guys like Bobblehead Asakoryu, who fucking blew it away.
Oh,
And I mean, and sometimes that's sumo,
yeah,
like
injuries is a thing. Injuries is a thing. We're going to get to that actually later on. We have plenty to talk about with injuries when we get to the top of the freaking uh the top of the Senyaku and stuff. We have plenty of shit to talk about at that point.
should we?
Uh,
Speaking of that, should we move on
yeah,
to? Let's just
the guys at the
Adam.
bottom are most people we know on this one.
Hammerhead's
Hammerhead
back.
down there.
I love it.
I hope he finally gets it together and stays in the top division this time instead of just dropping.
Hey, his career, most of his career was he stayed he was floating around the top for a long time.
I
He
know.
just
That's
the
what I'm
last few
saying.
shows have been kind of iffy.
Because I like him. He's not
Yeah.
like my favorite or anything, but I've always enjoyed his sumo, and I hope he gets it together and stays. Even if it's just in the Magashira, even if he floats around there, I'd be happy. I would like to just see a sumo some more.
Also, down at my gosh at the 17 Tsurugisho.
Mm,
Not too bad. Like he's back, so we shall see what happens with him. The other my gosh, west of Takarafuji, which is Tomokaze. So he's no stranger to the top level from
no,
Kanagawa. And then Roga having some okay staying power, I guess, at my gosh at a 15. I, I
like I said,
I'm still not. I'm not sold on him.
that's what I said, but I'm like, I like his sumo though. I don't think he has a consistency enough. I hope I'm wrong. I really
Yeah,
do. I would enjoy watching it, but there's a difference between enjoying watching it and being consistent in what you do.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same feeling I have right now with my kind of weird neutral love for Gonoyama. Uh, I like him. And you want to like him, but the inconsistency is just killing me, man. Like, because
Yeah.
you know that he can do better. You know that he can do better. And then when he loses, like last tournament, when he loses on some bullshit, you're just like, bro, drop down in the pocket and fucking get, and get it, hit inside. Like he gets raised up high out of nowhere, and it's kind of annoying. I don't know.
What I think, and things in sumo can change right now, but what I'm seeing from Goniyama is he reminds me of Daisho, not in the sumo style, but in that way where you like it took Daisho a while to
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
get into that place where he is now. But because like you said, like there are times you're like, dude, get it together. And that was Daisho for a long time. Like we would watch him and go, and he can push and stuff, but sometimes he just falls apart.
The stability of
Yeah.
their like both of their feet, their stability is just it's just shit. But when they're on, and when they can stay grounded, good lord, they bulldoze over people.
Oh,
You know,
it's
both
gorgeous
of
to
them.
watch. It's gorgeous to watch. Like I said, like I think it's gonna be the same. I think even though as much as I like him and you like him, it may take him a couple of years to go from like the joy to really being in the Senyaku. It may like it took Daisho. Like it took him a couple of years to like I'm here now.
Yeah.
Um, it may take him the same thing.
What?
Uh, we skipped over a few people like Ruden's down there low,
Oh, we haven't
Ichimoto.
skipped them yet. We're going up.
Yeah,
We were only at my gosh to 15. So now
yeah,
we're
we skipped the Goyama. That's what I meant. We skipped the we skipped
oh
the
yeah.
because we're
We're
talking
in
about
that
we're comparing them. Yeah,
10 to 5, 10 to 15 range. There's quite a few solid contenders in there. I Ryuden, some people are not fans, but I'm a fan minus his extramarital affairs.
eh,
Uh
like I said, I don't know about
I
that.
like
I talked about that a bunch.
I'm
My
sorry,
thing,
Brenda. I like him.
I feel like he's getting older at this point. His hips have always given him trouble,
Yes.
so he might start dropping. I hope not. I hope he can like make it to the end of the year or something. But he might
Yeah.
start like really honestly dropping. Because you know, if hip issues, knee issues, back issues, those
Yeah.
just keep adding. They don't really get better. They
No, they
just
don't.
they
No,
just keep getting
they
worse when
don't.
you get older.
uh,
I'm looking at this whole bottom list. I don't think we're gonna have a surprise this time like last time or how we have sometimes. I feel like all these guys, one of them might get double digits, like a 10 or 11, but I feel like most of them are gonna be like sevens and eights or eight and
yeah,
sevens.
they're gonna be all. Yeah, this whole bracket is very predictable. Who knows? But I mean, you do have a guys like Ichi Yamamoto who he's hit and miss, and
Sometimes he
every
gets
now and
10
then
wins. Yeah.
he might pull out 10. Yeah, he might pull out 10 wins. So he's probably the only wild card in the bunch. Everything else from 10 to 15 is very predictable and very
Yeah.
conservative.
Yeah.
I did say in the Discord, I did say that when people were guessing like where Takada Fuji was going to be, uh,
Yes.
I said, people were like, oh, he's gonna go up to the very top of my gosh, and I was like, nah, nah, nah,
I
nah,
said the
nah.
same thing.
Get
I
the
was
fuck out.
I was with you. I thought like in fact I think I missed it. I think I said seven. You hit it right on with six. You
Yeah.
hit it right on.
He is going to be right at the top of that third quarter, that quarter or not quarter three, that one the one I don't know that
Yeah,
division.
one
Whatever.
of
Anyway,
the M5, the top 10 guys that you get to see
yes,
a lot at the
I
Sanyaku.
knew they weren't going to give him too much, and the crazy thing is we might not even have Undertaker at this
At the
tournament.
moment, he's out.
He's still out. He's got a foot injury.
Yeah,
It's
that sucks. Taker
kind
Fu
of sucks.
is the guy we probably all want to really watch again. But
Yeah. I mean, he's bringing some just some new excitement. Like,
true, but this is the second time because uh, uh, we just talked about him earlier. He just dropped out of Jiro because he got injured again. Um,
oh,
Onosato. Not Onosato. Uh,
Hakuoho.
Yes, Hakuoho. Same shit. He gets up there and kills it, and we're like, oh yeah, and then injuries.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck.
And I'm bummed because I love playing the Undertaker theme music when he comes out. Like, how the fuck am
Oh,
I gonna do that? I can't like
it's
oh
so ingrained in my mind now. I say Taker Fuji every time. I don't. I can't help it now.
terrible. It's
I
terrible
don't.
pronunciation, but it is
Taker Fuji. That's what I call him now. It's
it's
hard not
very
to
cool.
say.
Dude. So yeah, he's sitting out due to his foot injury. I guess he couldn't even do Shiko, and yeah, so that's a problem, but such is life. Uh,
The other M6 we should talk about real quick because we like him on this channel.
Little
Midori
thick
Fuji.
boy.
We do like Midori Fuji on this channel. I think he's going to do well. I think he's going to be back up in the solid joy that first M5's and the next one. Probably, yeah, I do. I think he's going to get like 9 wins to probably be up at M3 or something next time. That's
Yeah.
what I believe.
And sorry, Brenda, but Shodai is gonna keep doing Shodai things. He's right there down at the bottom. I'm kind of bummed that Tamawashi is my gosh at a 9.
Dude, at his age, he's in the
Hey,
top 10
he's
of my.
still holding it down.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm just happy he's in the top.
No shit. I mean, I'd be a little worried if it was like M15, but he's like
He's M9. He could have a shit tournament and still be in the bottom bracket, and then have a great tournament and then jump. As long as he keeps, you know what? You're right. As long as he continues to be a floater, awesome.
What is he now? What is he down?
Hey, get your money, sir. You are 39.
39.
This year you will be the big 4-0. So you can welcome to the club, sir.
If he can hit November, he'll be 40 up there. That was
baby. I'm like, my dude.
So make it through the year, man.
He will be the MVP of all of our hearts.
Okay.
Leash Kiki fell down to M7. Mitake didn't have a great showing either at M7. It is what it is. But up in the 1 to 5,
in that nice joy area.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah, they're gonna start hitting some people.
Fuji, fucking Daisho, Hidetomi. He's my favorite dark horse. My favorite dark horse. Like I love.
Okay.
I
don't see much in him like you do, but
when he turns it on, and I hope that he turns on this tournament. He's got really good fundamentals. Again, he's one of those. He's a Tim Duncan kind of sumo wrestler.
Yeah, the Wakamahara. I'm just gonna get it done.
He's forgettable, but he's my gosh at a 2. So he's not that forgettable. He's putting points on the board. He's just not as you're not just you're not like blown away by his wins. If you could say that.
Speaking of wins, at M1, you know who we have? We had at the meat grinder position, the Komasumi M1s, the guys that just get their asses kicked most of the time. I honestly think these two guys, Tommy Fuji, I think they're going to have winning records, both of them.
Yeah, they're here for it.
Meat grinder. They might not have like first 5 days. They might not do so well. They might get like a 2 and 3 or something. But I think they're going to kill it and end up with 8 or 9 wins, both of them. I do. I believe it.
I think out of the two, out of Tommy Fuji and Daisho, I feel like Tommy Fuji has the most room to grow and will for week 1. I'll keep my eye on him more so than Daisho to catch solid wins. I think in the first, in week 1, I think he'll come out of it with 5.
Okay, I can see that.
He'll have a clean 5.
Clean 5. That's not it's not easy, but
it's not. But
yeah, 4 Ozekis, so that's really hard to get through. You're going to face at least 2, if not 3, or maybe even all.
Mark my words. But I am fairly highly comfortable. Daisho's still kind of a wild card. We don't know. Some days he's hitting hard and he's keeping his feet down. 10 toes down, but sometimes he's not.
Yeah.
And so he's wishy-washy. But I think that Tommy Fuji's still young enough to take his losses from the old tournament and figure some new shit out. So he's still trying to define himself in a sense, is what I mean. So that's why I lean more towards him catching 5 in week 1 versus Daisho.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the call. I'm very excited about M4 and M5, all four of those guys. I'll go through why real quick. A no-show.
Buddha.
I think it's gonna be awesome. May say this is he belongs, in my opinion, with his talent. We're talking about consistency. He doesn't have it. But with
Doesn't.
his talent, he belongs in either the Joy or the Low Senyaku. That's where he should be all the time, in my opinion. He just
But
falls apart. He falls apart mentally, and I don't know why, but we'll see. Ura, always fun to watch him.
always love him, love him. I don't care where he is. I don't care where he is. I'm just a fan.
And
I just
the reason why I'm excited about Oho in this one because I feel like it's his time to take that next step to belong in the Joy. If
is
he
it?
doesn't, he's gonna hang out in the middle somewhere. But
Yeah.
I think it has to happen now. For his confidence, it has to happen now. A man who can beat these guys, these top guys, I've seen him beat them regularly, and then fall apart on like the
Yeah.
dumbest fucking people that like you're like,
Yeah,
why
yeah,
are
yeah, 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 yeah.
but you're beating like Hoshoryu and Asayama and shit. That doesn't make any sense. I feel like he has to turn it right now to be in that fucking like because I would love to see him in the Joy for a while. Maybe even hit Kowasubi and shit. But I feel like he has to turn now. Otherwise, it might be another year or two before we see anything from him.
Very true.
And I think I picked him. I said by the end of 24 is when he'll fucking start killing it. We're in the middle of 24, so we better start killing it pretty soon.
Oh no. I
Uh,
will say, like, oh no show. Uh, I've never been a fan of his because I feel like he's always lived in the shadow of Takakeisho. They have similar styles. They grew up together, similar body size. But Takakeisho knows how to keep his fucking feet under him.
yeah,
But that being said, this last turn, and again, I'm not just
I remember that
not
now.
a blanket hater
Yeah,
of like if you do good sumo, like if you do good sumo, my whole opinion will change about you. So there's
hey,
other than other than
so
Showdown.
die. Some reason you're weird about that.
I'm just weird about him just because his personality and like you can't change personality, but you can change your skills. But I with Ono Show, I am finally enjoying watching him grow into something that he could have been all along, but he just didn't. Takakeisho figured it out before him, and so this university rivalry. I'm sure it just ate him alive watching Takakeisho on the rise, knowing their skill levels are about the same.
Crazy enough, I remember seeing an interview. This was years ago. I think it was 2019. But I remember seeing a thing where they were talking about how both those guys and Daisho were all coming up at the same time, all pushers and thrusters and stuff, all like similar styles.
Yeah.
And everybody thought it was the other two that were going to make it, not Takakeisho. And then Takakeisho got to fucking Ozeki by 22.
Ooh,
Stayed in there. And
yeah,
I remember thinking, like,
yeah.
everybody's like, Takakeisho? Like, everybody was like, not expecting it.
Some people have like in the beginning of stuff, some people have like maybe a raw natural talent, but
You,
mental fortitude to be able to like he what and whether it was his parents pushing him and who knows how hard he was pushed by his family and stuff, but overall Takakeisho has Ozeki, I would say Yokozuna mental fortitude.
He has
uh,
mental fortitude, yeah.
I'm
His
not.
body just won't hold up to get him to the Yokozuna thing. But mentally, I always thought he was there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He has the presence about him, and I think guys like Onosho and Daisho still trying to figure that shit out. Like the potential's there for either of them. To be honest, either of them, but they just haven't gotten to that next step that puts you in the upper echelon of I belong as an Ozeki and as a Yokozuna kind
Yeah.
of thing. There's a whole mental thing that
And
happens.
mentally is a huge part of sumo. It just is. The I won't give up or I'm going to win this is a huge fucking
Yeah,
part of this.
yeah.
Let's go up into the Sanyaku and talk about. And we're going to first talk about our two boys. Let's talk about our two boys first. Because I thought a few weeks ago Takeisha would pull out and Asayama was going to kill it. Then we find out it's the exact
Oh,
opposite. Takeisha is going to fight, and Asayama is the guy who's pulling out from an injury.
yeah, yeah,
It,
but he's here. He's here now, and he's Komusubi.
he's pulling out from an injury, so he won't be Komusumi next time. He
Oh
just
yeah,
gets back to the Sanyaku, and he has to miss the tournament.
yeah,
It's it's Hakuoho again, where he finally got back in the Jurio, and then like, hey, I'm hurt.
yeah.
I'm out again, and it's like, God darn it! And it's
I mean,
like, come on.
I wish there were at least a little bit of leniency, like one, like a one tournament grace period that allows you, to
Or at
maintain
least
your
not
rank.
drop far. Yeah. Instead of like, because instead of an 015 drop, maybe drop like you just got a 7 and 8 or something, and you only go down like maybe one rung instead of fucking
Mhm.
work you up two tournaments worth to get back up again. Something like that'd be nice. I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know. But it's
I
happening
don't know
again.
either. I don't know either.
It's
Uh,
happening again.
our boy Big Blue, right
Yes.
there on the east side. Ono Sato, the homie, he has weathered the storm. He had a little slight bit of drama last month. I think it's bullshit. Eh, you're gonna drink with
If
me?
it leads to worse things, they need to. Does that make sense? You gotta punish them now because you don't want it to end up like Ichinojo or something.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when they're young, be like, dude, not
Drink,
cool.
drinking with the homie, and especially as lenient, like it's almost like Texas rules. Like for those that don't know, here in Texas, like you can drink with like your son and daughter at a bar, which is
True.
that's a rule here. Uh,
Yeah, true.
yeah. So I'm just saying, I don't know.
It might not have been nothing. I'm just saying, I don't think it's complete bullshit to like punish him a little bit because you don't want that to become worse. You, how many, how
They
many
gave him
guys
a
have
little
we
slap on
seen
the wrist
talk
because
shit?
he's damn good. He's damn good. He's pretty much Japan, like Japan born blood, like their next greatest hope because he's young. He's super young and uninjured.
The uninjured's a big thing because there's some people out there, Taker Fuji, Hakayoho, they fucking look great, but they've been hurt. He is consistently winning and not being injured. So yeah, he's
Somewhat.
probably the biggest hope because
Yeah.
of his non-injury.
So of course they would be fools to try to make an example out of him, especially, coming off the heels of the Hakuho bullshit, I guess you could say, like and everything. Like, so if they, I'm sure I hate saying it, but had he been Mongolian, maybe they might have been like,
Mm,
let's make an example of him.
possible. I can't. I don't want to like. I don't want to like.
I'm just saying. I'm
But
just saying.
it's a possibility. Let's move on to that before we say something real stupid.
True.
uh, uh,
Ozekis.
no, Sekawake. We have. I mean,
Okay, sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, we have Abe and Waka Flocka number two.
I think Wakamono will get his normal 9. We'll do his Tim Duncan thing. Like I killed it.
Yeah.
I killed it with my born sumo. I did it. But I think Abi, I honestly think the top guys know him now. It's not like when he came back from injury. I'm not gonna be
Uh,
surprised if he gets 6 wins and drops
I
out again.
I would love for him to have worked on his lower half, keeping his heels down on the ground, and
We've seen
like,
it every once in a while now. Every cup, 2 or 3 tournaments, you see it where he keeps his feet flat and his technique looks closer to Ichi, who has better technique but doesn't have that physical talent that Abi has.
yeah, right.
Abi is amazing physical.
Obviously, got great for such a wild pusher. He's got great timing. I hate it. I'm not a huge fan,
I'm
but
the worst
I'm
fan.
also
I feel about him the way you kind of feel about Showtime most time. But even I have to admit, there's been some fucking tournaments where he looks
you gotta
good.
admit he does all right.
hopefully he's getting better.
Yeah.
Cause I still, yeah, the cockroach looking dude just can't, just gets on my nerves sometimes. So I'm like, because I hate it when you see someone with that much physical talent and they're not killing it. Like you should be killing with your balance, your flexibility, your strength, your size. You should be freaking killing it, and
He
you're
is out
not.
there trying to wild out. Ah, fuck it. Uh,
Okay,
Ozeki.
Ozeki's.
Uh,
I don't know
who's
what's
gonna
happened to Taike Show. I've had there's been reports where he actually feels good for once for the first time in like a year. We'll see because him and Asayama are boys. We don't know if they're gonna make it anymore because they're injured. Their bodies don't feel like they don't seem to want to
50?
hold up.
Yeah.
Including Taikesha, who's is not that old. He's the same age as all these other guys who just got there, the Ozekis. He's
Yeah.
only 26.
Yeah.
I think 26, 27.
But
He's
I mean, he's been putting his body to the ringer probably harder than most of these dudes. So
awesome. That's why he's
pusher. So
going
it's
down instead of hitting his prime like a lot of people do at 27, 28. He's
yeah,
kind of
he
hurting.
been out. Jeez Louise.
Kirishima might have a good tournament. If he's healthy again, he might actually be able to kill it.
Apparently, like from what I've been following, he's been hitting. He's been hitting hard. He's not so scared of his neck injury,
Hmm?
which I get it. Like for guys like I mean, guys like me, I'm a head first kind of guy. If I had a neck injury and that takes away my bread and butter of how like the pocket where I'm comfortable at,
Yeah.
that would like imagine me and you, Caleb.
A
I like
huge
I'm
part of
avoiding my head and I go chest to chest with you. The
yeah.
fuck out of here. It'd be done. I'd
A
be
huge part of you being able to beat me half the time is because your head hits my chest and that stops my momentum of going forward.
yeah.
Then becomes
But
a rest.
imagine you and I coming straight up, chest to
I would
chest.
blow you out. I would blow you the fuck
Instantly. Like a
out.
fucking rag doll. You would fucking
But yeah, the guy he's across from is a good example. Takeisho used to like blow people out all the time, but after that Ichinojo hit to mess his neck up, I mean he could still hit people and push, but it's not that same. Like remember, he used to hit people and it was over in 3 seconds, and you're like,
yeah,
damn. He
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
have that
Yeah.
anymore.
He knows
I
what's
mean, he
up.
puts his head in there, but it's not that same boom because his neck's messed up, probably for the rest of his life. So
We'll,
yeah,
we shall see. But the one young hopeful, uh oh God, his new name. I gotta
his
get
new
used to
name.
it.
He
Koto Zakura.
I just
Koto,
found out where he got that. I was confused because originally he was named after his dad.
right.
This is his grandfather's name.
The
Yeah,
grandfather.
that's really cool. I didn't know that. Now he's done both of them, so that's pretty cool.
But
It's gonna take me a while though.
I hope and because and for those who have watched, Breakfast in a Box Show, like I used to shit on him a lot just because he never looks he doesn't look scary. He doesn't have a Teruno Fuji face.
He
He's
looks like
just
the nicest guy
he
who
looks like
also
a little
happens to
little
beat you.
little sweetie. And he's like, oh, I'm just happy to be in sumo. But he's a killer. He's
I've been
doing
saying that for
good.
2 years now, man. I've been like, dude, this guy's good. I'm a
He's
little
had a
surprised in Ozeki, but he's good. He deserves it.
he looked
I thought he'd hang out
like
in
a
the
middle school
Komasumi.
bully.
I thought he'd be in the Sanyaku, but I thought he'd be in the S and Ks. I didn't think he'd get up into the Ozeki level, but he did.
Yeah, he's
Congratulations, you're a badass. That's just what I can say about that.
such a little cute baby face.
He's just the nicest
And
dude. He's like, I just won.
yeah. I like now he like looks in the camera and he's like, I'm strong. Like, bro, stay in your lane. You're just fucking cute with good skill.
Like
Run that
getting beat by
hard.
a giant gummy bear.
Yeah, yeah.
uh, the last Ozeki Haas is my pick this year. This Basho, not this year. This Basho for winning it. I think he's gonna win it with like 12 or 13.
Really?
Well, we have a lot of dropouts. There's no taker. Um, I don't think our Yokozuna is going to last. I hope he does. If he
Oh,
can
he will
last, he'll
not.
probably win it. But I don't think he's going
Oh,
to. I think he's good for one, maybe two tournaments a year at this point. That's what his knees are worth now.
he's gonna make it through week one at best, and then he's out.
True. Hey, but I'm saying that this time. The last time he said it, The last time he said, I was like, no, he's gonna win the whole thing. I was
No.
right. He won the whole thing. But that was then. It's only been a couple tournaments. I think he's gonna have to sit out one or two more before he comes back and dominates like he can. His body just can't do 6 tournaments a year. It can do two. That's pretty much what it can do. So that's why I think Haas is gonna win this whole thing. I think Tara's gonna drop out. We don't have Asayama. I don't think Takesho can handle it. Kirishima is going to be my dark horse, and it's weird to call him a dark horse, but depends on if he can do the next thing.
Yeah.
If that's really healed, it's on. But
We'll know the first few days. We'll
yeah,
definitely know the first few days. If he's like in his groove, or if he's fighting hesitant, you might as well count him out. But we'll see.
all
Well,
right,
that is
that's
we
the whole
did
thing.
it.
Because we just
We
said
did it.
we said that about Terunofuji, so we did it.
Nice and clean.
I hope to be back in a couple weeks to do a follow up. Like I said, if I don't have the money to survive 2 more weeks
Oh,
off
we're
the
making
internet
it
stuff.
happen. Shut up. We got to manifest it out into the world.
Dude, that's what John keeps telling me about nationals. He was like, just go. Just go. You'll find a place to sleep on the floor. Just go. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go.
Can't sleep on our floor. It's me and Liesel, man. You're good.
I would, but I don't have any freaking money. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't like chip in because I just don't have enough money at the moment. But yeah, maybe I'll just find someone's floor to sleep on. We'll see. But nationals is June 1st, everybody who don't know. June 1st. We'll talk
Register.
about it afterwards. So that's the show today, guys. Please catch Breakfast in the Boss show on Dark Circle Sumo. Try to be back here again when we come back. Hopefully, we'll be back. If not, it might be a while. But hey, follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. That's cool. Why didn't you tell me you were drinking that? That looks awesome. Is it single malt?
Single malt Texas whiskey from Balcones.
I haven't
Ooh.
had that.
It is.
Check
I'm
that
gonna say
out.
I can say the rest of this bottle. Like you and I need to polish the rest of this off.
All
It
right.
is a really good one. I'd rather save the other half of this for you and I to drink because it is good. If you're okay with like a little bit more of a peaty whiskey,
Yeah.
so think of like a Glenlivet's kind of like an Irish whiskey.
Yeah. If we can, when John's down, maybe we can like drink that with John. That'd be fun.
Done. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that Saturday night at Temple, maybe.
Mhm.
Which we need to talk to you before we get off tonight. But we're gonna sign out now, guys. Get your sumo on. Have a great freaking Maybach show. Have a drink tonight. I'm probably gonna take a gummy later if you want to know to get some good sleep
Oh
and
yeah.
beat my anxiety.
Get drunk with the